Hey guys, I was gonna keep this short and sweet. This wasn't meant to be today's video, but somebody decided that he was gonna try to rush out a 2-hour long live stream of an Easter egg from Call of Duty in one day. I'm just taking a jab at Harpo. So enjoy this tier maker instead. From your boy, making me do extra work. Goddamn it, Harpo. Hello everyone, welcome to the Pixar movies tier list. Yeah, the third tier list video. I apologize if you don't like these, but these are content. And, sometimes, tier maker. I actually enjoy doing these. That's the major thing. I still do them. Plus, it's a great, bit of content, especially if you don't have anything else for you guys. So we can still give you a tier list. That's kind of the whole idea. We're going to be ranking all these Pixar movies, which I looked through. I've seen all of them at least once. So there's that. Okay. Even if it was a while ago. So if you have different opinions than this than mine, I understand, because some of these I haven't seen in years. Obviously, no spoilers in case you haven't seen any of these and you're a child and your childhood hasn't been blessed with half of these yet. I say half, well, more like maybe 3/4, because then, the more recent ones are okay or not. Yeah. So we got Up, Legendary. It was a meme at some point, and people still cry to the opening. I watched the movie about 14 times in the span of 4 months at one point. I had a great childhood. I don't care what anyone says. It was one of the movies I'd watch, like, just over time for a couple years. I had the DVD and, Blu-ray, but I don't know if I still have it. It's somewhere, maybe in my house. It was a fantastic movie, and if you're a child and haven't seen Up, you need to watch Up. I'm going to say that for half of these, probably. Finding Nemo. No, I don't know how to translate to English. I'm going to put that also in Legendary. It's Finding Nemo. I literally watched that in health class. It's great. Finding Nemo was just great. It's hard to describe without saying anything about the story in case the child hasn't been blessed with Finding Nemo, but they've probably seen Finding Dory, which we'll get to in a second. Finding Nemo is just a classic, obviously. Finding Nemo I watched it probably the most out of any movie on this list. Well, besides maybe one. We'll get to that. Finding Nemo was one of the first movies I think I had watched, to give you an idea, before Up, I think. I can't remember my early childhood too well, like in what order I watched these, but I know I watched them to death. Moving on, Finding Dory. I'm going to put that on good on first watch. I enjoyed it watching it the first time. I watched it. It was on, I think, just on TV. I think it was during the holiday season or something. I don't know. The one time I watched TV, we got Finding Dory on. It's fine. Nowhere near as good as Finding Nemo, but it's fine on first watch. I think Dory doesn't fit. No, I don't want to translate to English. God damn it. I don't think Dory really fit as a main character. I think that's the issue. She was great in Nemo because, the main character was just, the comic relief, sort of. So, that probably didn't help. It was fine. I mean, I wouldn't watch it again, but it was fine on the first watch. That's why it's here. And yes, great to good on first watch is a pretty big jump. But let's be honest, there's a pretty big jump in quality in Pixar movies. Ratatouille, fantastic. I would say Legendary, but I haven't seen it in years. And I don't remember. I remember it, fondly, but not as fondly as Nemo and Up. Ratatouille was great, don't get me wrong. But everyone just remembers it for, the, cooking aspect when he forced a man to cook. And they remember Remy. They don't remember the rest of the movie for the most part, at least a lot of people. Obviously try not to say too much if you haven't seen this fantastic film. But yeah, that's why it's in fantastic. most people remember for specific moments and but don't remember the whole movie as well. Like Up in Nemo, I could tell you pretty much the whole movie with given enough time. Ratatouille, I might forget some things because you don't remember it as much. The Good Dinosaur. I saw this once, so I'm just gonna put it in good on first watch. If you enjoy the movie, that's fine. I was bored, and that sums up my experience with The Good Dinosaur. This is the original Cars. They're kind of tiny. I'm sorry, it's hard to see. Yeah, it's the original Cars. Legendary. Watched the shit out of this too. Cars was also one of the first. I think I watched these three all around the same. Oh no, because Up came out later than them. Yeah, I think I saw Nemo and Cars around the same time. I think that's. I'm starting to remember a bit more clearly talking about these movies. There's making me remember moments from my childhood a little bit. I watched these two around the same time. I was like 4 or 5, I think, when I started watching, movies and stuff. So yeah. Stop making me want to translate to English. God damn it. I'm not even doing that on purpose. It's just the way if I just let my hand sit there, it'll just eventually right click. But yeah, Cars. It's hard to talk about these without spoiling anything. For any of the children that are watching this, which have to be at least 13 years of age. So if you have a younger sibling, get them to watch this. Cars 2. Terrible and wouldn't watch. This was bad. That is a simple way to put it. Mater was a comic relief. Once again, made this Finding Dory mistake. And making Mater a more main character, which doesn't really work. He served fantastically as comic relief, but he does not serve well as a main character. That's pretty much how to sum up this movie without saying anything more. Cars 3, I'm gonna put on great. I enjoyed it. I've watched it, I believe, twice. I enjoyed it. It was fine. I wouldn't. It was a good watch, but I wouldn't put it anywhere near fantastic or legendary. I like what they were going for per se, but I don't. I mean, I get it's kind of a passing of the torch in case they want to do a Cars 4, which I don't think they will. But if money talks, so there's that. Cars 3, I mean, it's better than Cars 2 by a long shot. It returns more to form to Cars than sticking with Cars 2's BS. So I'll give it that. And it's a fine watch. I watch it if you have it, or if you can watch it for free if it's just on like TV or something. But I wouldn't recommend going out and buying it. You could rent it, I guess. But yeah, A Bug's Life. I don't have really any fond memories of this, but if you do, that's fine. I'm going to put a gun on first watch because I've literally seen it once. And I don't remember a whole lot from it. I'll be 100% honest. So if it's higher for you or lower for you, I understand. I honestly couldn't tell you that much about it. It's been years. I'm going to just be honest. I remember watching it. I just don't remember much about it. It's hard. Yeah. I'm just going to move on. Incredibles. I have less. Put it in top of fantastic. I watched Incredibles 3 times. I enjoyed it a lot, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I enjoyed these 3 more, if that's easy to say, I guess. Up's still my favorite movie, I think, of all of these so far. But I don't know, I mean, The Incredibles is great. Incredibles 2 gets to go on good on first watch. Yeah, that's good. Good on first watch. I mean, it was fun the first time, but I wouldn't watch it again. Incredibles, though, I don't know. I can't say much about spoiling because you have a younger sibling, or somehow you at 13 plus haven't seen Incredibles. It's good. It's great. It's fantastic, but I don't know. I just didn't find it as enjoyable as Cars, Finding Nemo, or Up. Maybe I just didn't watch it enough. I watched all these a ton. Maybe that's it. These were like the go-to movies whenever I wanted to watch a, kids movie. So yeah. Next, Wall-E. My favorite movie has been dethroned. Wall-E was the shit, bro. My boy Wall-E. Yo. Yo. Yeah. My boy Wall-E was the man. This movie was phenomenal. I watched this a couple years ago. We watched it in science class in like 7th grade. There's like, I think the last 2 days of school or like last week of school, we watched Wall-E, and that was phenomenal. That was a great time. Wall-E, I couldn't tell you how many times I watched Wall-E. Wall-E is a beautiful movie. Everyone should see it at least 5 times. Go watch Wall-E if you somehow haven't seen it, and you're 13 plus, or have a younger sibling not watching this video that hasn't seen Wall-E. You need to show them Wall-E. Go out and buy Wall-E. Go rent Wall-E if you still rent movies. Go get Wall-E and watch it. Monsters Inc. I'm gonna put it in fantastic. It's another one of those cases as like The Incredibles, where I just don't. I had fond memories of it, but I don't think I watched it enough and haven't watched it recently. So obviously I've forgotten some stuff. So that brings it down from possibly legendary to fantastic. Fantastic's so great. These are all fantastic movies. Haha, funny. That you should probably still watch. These top 7 are the ones to watch if you somehow haven't already. And yeah, had a lot of great. These like 7 are the ones I have the best memories from. Monsters University. I'm gonna put that in great. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. You probably didn't even know I cut. Maybe you did. I don't know. We're back. Inside Out. It was fantastic. It really was. I enjoyed it. I watched it 2-3 times. 2-3 times. Can't remember, to be honest with you. It's been a couple of years. I don't watch a lot of movies anymore in the last couple of years, but before that, like, I watched it a couple times. I enjoyed it. The premise was kind of weird to me at first. I don't know, because I was a stupid child when it dropped. Still am a stupid dude, but you know, it is what it is. Inside Out. I'm gonna go with, let's say, what can I say though without spoiling anything? It's definitely something you should check out. It's probably one of the top 8 movies I have the least memories of, but it also came out the most recently. I think maybe yeah it has. So give it a watch still. I don't know. Coco was the shit, bro. I love this movie. I've seen it 3 times, but one time it was in Spanish with Spanish subtitles because my Spanish teacher sucked. I had no idea what was going on, so I just pretended it was a huge drug trip because it's funny, and it's in Mexico. You know, it's funny. But the 2 times I actually watched it in English after the fact because the movie was phenomenal. The movie's fucking beautiful. Not just because it's a story, but like graphically, I mean, the animations and visuals and shit. That shit's phenomenal. This is probably gonna be peak Pixar in modern years. Let's be honest here. Coco is a movie you wanna fucking watch. It is great. I don't know about better than Wall-E. I'll have to give it a couple more watches and a couple more years to sink in before I could tell you for sure. But as of now, I still see Wall-E is better. But Coco, bro. Any of these are all phenomenal. Any of these are still fantastic and you could watch these after you've watched these. Toy Story. I'll put it in fantastic. I enjoyed Toy Story. I wasn't even born when it first dropped, I'm pretty sure. I think Toy Story may have been out when I was born. Shit, I need to check that. I don't remember. I didn't watch them until way later anyway. But you know, Toy Story, I'm just gonna go and rank all the Toy Stories. Toy Story 2 will be right next to it. I find them equally as enjoyable, and then Toy Story 3 can be top of fantastic. These are equal, even though this one's behind. It's because this is 2. Toy Story 1 and 2 I enjoyed pretty much equally. I enjoy them both. They're fine. It's fine. They're great watches. I don't have as many fond memories of the Toy Story franchise as a lot of these top movies, because these were the movies I watched. Coco more recently, but the other 4 ones I watched the most. You gotta understand, some people watch more these movies, or enjoy certain movies more. Toy Story 3 I enjoyed a lot. I've only seen it 3 times, ironically, because it's the 3rd one. Haha, funny. I enjoyed it a lot. It's really hard not to spoil anything, because it's just, I enjoyed this a lot, or I didn't really care for this. I'm sorry about that. Toy Story 3 was a pretty good send-off to the series as well, until they made Toy Story 4. And yeah, definitely a good, franchise to check out. Brave was good on first watch. I'm sure some people would rank it higher, but I've literally seen it once, and it was back when it dropped. So, I don't have much to say on this one. Sorry I ended on that one, but that's how the tier list was. I just organized the franchises together. But yeah, that's my list of all these Pixar movies. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if this is a bit long. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.